Trying to save money can be like making New Year's resolutions. You only tend to be good at doing it at the start, but as time goes by, you begin to slack off. But hey, that's okay. We're all guilty of doing that. Saving money is not exactly a walk in the park. It takes discipline, patience, and an epic amount of self-control. Now, whether you've been trying to save money for a while now, or are just starting out, don't fret. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 12 of the best tips to save money. This is Fraud Explained. To enjoy more videos, subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell, or else I'll be looking into you too. Now, as I've said, saving money is no easy task. You need to be able to develop healthy habits in order to be able to control the way you spend and make sure that you get to save a part of what you earn. I'm going to be telling you about 12 habits you should learn to develop when it comes to saving money. Watch until the end. Number 12 will surprise you. Number 1. Watch what you buy at the grocery store. When going grocery shopping, you might be tempted to grab whatever you see off the shelves. I know I'm guilty of that. I see a bag of Doritos and a pack of Oreos and my hands just automatically reach for them and dump them into the cart. That's an easy way to rack up your grocery bill. Before heading to the grocery next time, make a budget and write up a list of things that you need to buy and stick to it. Self-control will be your best friend, and in just a few months you will see the difference in your savings. Number 2. Plan all your trips in advance. In case you didn't know, planning your trips way in advance would allow you to save up to a couple of $100, which could then be spent as pocket money or on the other activities that you have planned out for the trip. You can book for a trip that you would like to go on next year right now, and even score a few discounts if you search the internet well enough. As another bonus tip, prices for flights tend to fluctuate during the wee hours of the morning, and could actually help you save quite a bit of money. Booking tour packages way in advance also tends to be cheaper than booking them closer to the date, because the demand for travel might increase during that time. Number 3. Take note of all your purchases. In order to have a better idea of how much money goes in and out of your wallet, it would help to take note of the items that you buy and how much you actually spend when buying them. By taking note, I mean listing down to the cent each one of your purchases. That $7 sandwich you ate during lunch, that goes into your list. That pack of gum you bought at the corner store, that goes on your list as well. If you need help, there are tons of apps on the App Store that would help you track all of your expenses. Some apps even have a feature that allows you to see how much money you are able to save within a given month. Number 4. Get your hands off your credit card. Credit cards, the silent thief. Credit cards work by offering you credit that you can use to make your purchases. Credit cards are incredibly attractive to people because they are lured in with the promise of ultimate convenience, as you can pay for practically anything you want to buy with these shiny pieces of plastic. Essentially, when you use a credit card, you are loaning money. What's more is that even though you have to eventually pay back the amount that you use to make your purchases, you can have as much time as you need to pay them back. That's because when you use a credit card, you will only need to pay off just the minimum payment every month by the due date on the balance in order to make more purchases. However, don't be fooled. That's exactly how people fall into credit card traps. You begin thinking you don't own that much, when really you just keep racking up a bigger bill every month. Also, credit cards charge a small portion of interest each month that you're unable to pay off your loan. You should keep that in mind the next time you even think of charging things to your card. Number 5. Remember to save a portion of your salary per month. Some people forget to do this, but this is an incredibly important step when it comes to saving money. When payday comes, usually our first instinct is to head to the shops and shop to our heart's content. However, as I've said, self-control will be your best friend. Before you go on your much anticipated and arguably well-deserved shopping spree, set aside 10 to 15% of your salary and store it away. Do not touch it. You will thank yourself in a few months when you see how much extra money you have on hand. Number 6. Round out your cash. I found out about this particular money-saving tip when I was scrolling around the internet, and based on my personal experience, it works pretty well. Basically, what you do is save any amount that goes beyond a multiple of 10. For example, if you have $158 on hand, you immediately take out the $8 and stash it away to save. You would then have $180 to use. The next day, repeat the same process. You'd be surprised at just how much your loose change would amount to. Intrigued so far? I have 6 more ways to help you effectively save money. Keep watching until the end to see one of the most important money-saving tips that you could start using right now. Number 7. Always think about the things you buy before you buy them. In saving money, mindfulness is an incredibly important principle to stand by. Being mindful of your purchases would help you analyze which items you really need or want, and which items you only want because you saw them. We're all guilty of buying things on impulse. I know I've bought quite a few things that I thought I just had to have when I first saw them, only to realize that I didn't really want them. It was just a spur-of-the-moment type of thing. My advice? Sleep on it. If you see something you want to buy, or even crave some good old takeout, give it some time. If you still feel the same about it after a while, then go for it. Number 8. Cook your own meals. Eating out is incredibly fun, especially if you do it with your friends. I would know, it's one of my favorite things to do. It also saves you from spending a lot of time and energy to do prep and cleanup. However, in a lot of people's expenditure charts, eating out is either number 1 or number 2 for what they spend on the most. To combat this, you would need to prepare and cook your own meals. Dishes that could cost double when dining outside could be made for a fraction of the price right from the comforts of your own home. Plus, you could control what goes into your food. When done right, nothing beats a good old home-cooked meal. Now, this is not to say you should never eat out anymore, no. Set up a specific night every week or every other week where you would go out to eat so that you could also plan your expenses in advance. Number 9. Patronize preloved items. Sometimes in our minds, new means better. That's not always the case. Instead of buying designer clothes, why not take a trip down to your local bargaining bin and go hunting for your new outfits? Not only will you get an adventure out of it, but you will also be able to save a ton of money. Only splurge on a designer purchase when you were really able to save up for it. You would also be helping in keeping the environment greener, because by patronizing pre-loved items, you're actually recycling items that might otherwise just go to the trash. Number 10. Save energy. Speaking of saving the earth, this next tip would also help you do just that. By unplugging appliances and switching off the lights when they are not being used, you would not only be able to lower your electricity bill, but you would also be reducing the energy that you consume. Investing in energy-efficient appliances would also be a good investment in the long run. You could save energy and keep your electricity bills low. Number 11. Set up an automatic savings account. Did you know that you could authorize your bank to transfer a portion of your paycheck to a savings account every month? Yes, you can. You can talk to your bank about opening a direct deposit account, which would automatically take a portion of your paycheck and store it away to save. You can also schedule automatic transfers that would take a portion of whatever money you put into your account to go into your savings. That way, you don't have to wait until all of your bills are paid off before scrounging for what's ever left to save. Now we're only down to number 12. People often overlook this tip, but it's actually one of the most important. Number 12. Ditch those coffee shops. A cup of your favorite coffee costs you around $3 to $5 a day. If you buy a cup of coffee every day of the week, you spend somewhere around $21 to $25 a week. That's nearly $100 a month. Just a little more and you would be able to feed a family of 3 for 2 weeks. My friends are often shocked whenever I point out just how much they're spending on coffee. I know Starbucks tastes pretty heavenly, but it would be way better to just create your own drink. Cut down on buying coffee from coffee shops. Your wallet will thank you. So there you have it, 12 of the best money-saving tips. I try to follow these tips as much as I can, and to be honest with you, I've actually been able to save up way more money than I expected to. How about you? Which one of these tips do you want to start doing? Which one of them do you already do? Let's talk about it in the comments section below, and I'll be responding to all of your comments within the first hour. If you like this video, I think you'd love learning about how the bank makes money. Head on over to that video to see how the bank produces everyone's favorite paper. Stay tuned, stay educated.